Amari, the regular season opener is 3 weeks from tonight. This off season's been so unusual. Does it feel like it's that close? And how ready is this team, or what more does it need to do to get ready for that opener in 3 weeks?
Yeah, we definitely are aware of the date of the game. So yeah, it feels that close. And as far as what we need to do to be ready is, just continue to practice, continue to get better, continue to do the things that coach is telling us to do, and I think we'll be ready.
Amari, you told us before practices started that why not have 3 1,000-yard receivers? Now that you've gotten more in the game with CeeDee and with MG, what are you seeing from them?
I mean, obviously I played with MG already for a year and a half, so I know his game pretty well, and he's a really good receiver, and he's only getting better. As far as CeeDee, he's getting better every day too. He looks really good out there. He's still learning the plays, and just certain small things to add to his game. But like I said before, he already has the overall package. So it's just sharpening the tool from here.
CeeDee told us that when you guys were at Dax over the summer, it was really helpful being able to ask you questions. What types of things was he asking you, and what were you able to help him on?
Just small things on route running, how to run this route or how to run that route, or just small tips on how DBs at this level play.
Have you ever seen a young receiver like CeeDee run as smooth as he does in your years in the league?
What do you mean running smooth? Like what?
Well, it seems so effortless with him, and as you said, he's a very good route runner so early in his career. Have you ever seen a younger player like that?
Yeah, like you said, he does run effortlessly in his strides, and he has really good route running. But yeah, it seems like over the past couple of years, a lot of young receivers have came into the league and put up numbers, and I think he can do the same.
How's your start to camp been?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
How has your start to camp been?
It's been all right. It's been a little different, obviously, with COVID and everything like that. But it's been cool. Getting better every day. Just preparing for the first game.
Now, Terry Poe said he plans on kneeling during the national anthem, and I'm sure you guys have not had a big discussion about it as yet. But what are your thoughts about what players are thinking about doing during the social justice trend that we're in right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing is to have that discussion, which I'm sure we will. Obviously we're, kind of behind the 8 ball in terms of practicing and learning the plays and everything like that. But I know the time will come where we will have that discussion. And I think the most important part about whatever our consensus is that we do it together.
Do you plan on kneeling?
Like I said before, I'm not really sure what I'll do yet. I just think the most important part is whatever we decide to do as a team, that we do it together.
Amari, do you see any changes in Dak's game from last season to this season?
Yeah, I mean, he's, better at decision making. He's always been assertive, but I would just say the decision making is a little bit better.
You mentioned being behind the 8 ball in terms of getting things up to speed. You all had really high expectations going into last year. The coaching change and obviously the circumstances of trying to implement a new program. How do you feel about sort of that bigger picture and where you think this team can go?
Yeah, I mean, the goal, obviously, in training camp is the same for every team. And with the new system, I think they've done a really good job at coming in and making the transition real easy for us.
And Coach McCarthy, he told us the other day that, if you're not in this business to win Super Bowls, then what are you doing here? Have you felt that sort of message from him, that those are the kinds of goals you guys have?
Yeah, I have. He has come in and he's emphasized winning and what we're actually practicing for. He said on a lot of different occasions that we're in it to win the whole thing. So I've definitely felt that message.
What are your thoughts on your new position coach, Adam Henry?
I like him a lot. Every coach that I've had has been different, obviously, but he's different in a good way.
Amari, you mentioned earlier. Oh, go ahead.
In what way is it different than what you've had?
Just the way he's coaching. Just his personality, his style. Everybody is different. That's all I meant by that.
Okay. Amari, you mentioned earlier that CeeDee asked you questions about route running. Could you give a little more details in terms of some of the types of questions CeeDee asked you? I just want to get a sense of kind of where his mind is as he learns the position and tries to pick your brain as a receiver.
Yeah, it was just asking me questions about the routes that we have in our playbook. Obviously, I've been in the system for a little bit of a while now. So when we was practicing at Dak's house, he was just asking me, okay, how is this route? How you guys run this route? Like the option route that we have in the slot form. He was asking me how to run it, and a couple of other routes too, just so that he can be really detailed in the way that he was running it and make sure that he wasn't wasting time.
How much of an open book are you? You seem like a guy, and CeeDee said this, that you've been very helpful when it comes to answering all of his questions, but what's your approach when a young guy comes in and he obviously wants to learn and he comes to you with such questions like those?
Yeah, I'm an open book. Give him everything that I have, all the knowledge that I have about whatever question that he asks, and hope that he runs with it and hope that it's helpful.
Amari, some of your teammates talked to us about the Jeopardy game y'all played. I know you read a lot. How were you at the Jeopardy game, and what do you think that did for the team camaraderie?
I think it was cool. It was definitely fun. And I actually do watch Jeopardy a lot. So my thoughts on it was, I don't know, because we weren't really playing it right.
What wasn't right about how you're playing it?
Well, you have to answer the question with a question. We weren't doing that. So, yeah.
Coach McCarthy said that he thinks Coach Fossil could give Alex Trebek a run for his money. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him on that. He did a real good job, actually.
I take it your team didn't win.
No, we did win.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we won.
Amari, you said the last time we talked to you, 3,000-yard receiver guys. Obviously, it's a young, dynamic bunch. Do you feel added sense of responsibility or leadership with that group and kind of the position that you're in?
You were breaking up. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. You made the comment about the 3,000-yard receiver. I'm wondering what kind of responsibility you feel as sort of the leader of that group and kind of the veteran, even though you're not necessarily a real old guy yourself.
Oh, okay, yeah. I kind of heard you a little bit. Yeah, I feel, very responsible as the leader of the group on how we play. You got to take pride in the way you play, whether you're, the oldest in the group, the veteran of the group or not. And I'm pretty sure that, we'll go out there and, take care of business the way we're supposed to because we're practicing the right way.
You talked so much about CeeDee Lamb. Can you talk about Cedric Wilson and the type of camp he's having? He looks like he's having a very good camp, at least to us.
Yeah, I was saying that when we were practicing at Dak's house, and even before we got to Dak's house, I was watching him, run routes when we were out there working out together, and he looks fast. He looks fast. He looks good. He looks detailed in his route running, and he looks like he's ready to take that next step.